you know, looking at the stats, 15 lead changes, 16 teams, 16 points tied. You just see how close these games are, right? But I thought we were okay in our execution. You know, they threw some zone at us. We're gonna see more zone. And Junmar, game 2 played 44 minutes. How many did he have today? He had 40 minutes. So, you know, we have to prepare. We came into the locker room saying that we did some things that we weren't supposed to do. So we have to stay more connected there, and we'll clean it up.
Coach, usually sa end game nagkakaproblema yung Meralco balls, especially in terms of, you know, being able to close out the game. What was the conversation like to be able to, you know, wrap this up?
Well, we have to make good decisions. Obviously, New is the guy with the ball, but it's just not him. All the 5 guys inside have to make good decisions. So they need to stay connected. When we come in timeouts, they have to know what we're running, whatever defense we have, pick and roll defense, post defense, what we're running in the end game, who are points of attack. But this game may have been a win, but clearly we need to improve some things. If we cannot, like we were telling them, if we can't have a game plan, or we call timeouts, and we can't, one guy's messing up, there are opportunities for them to come back. So we won, but we're not satisfied with the last 3-4 minutes. There were certain things that as a group we need to do, and we didn't do some of those.
Thank you, Coach Luigi. Now, Chris, in the first half, you had 6 points, but you ended with 26. Can you just talk about what sparked your second half outburst, especially in the moment where you shot a clutch 3-pointer in the dying seconds of the game?
I mean, that goes to my team. They're looking for me. They're giving me confidence to take the open shots. They're encouraging me to be aggressive, and that's Meralco basketball for you. I mean, it's not just about one person. It's about the whole team that feeds each other confidence. And when one guy's down, we love to encourage each other to get back to how we know you're capable of playing, and we expect the best from everybody. We're trying to get the best out of everybody on our team, and sometimes there's going to be a little bit of tough love there, but at the end of the day, it's all out of good intention because we all know what we're striving for, we all know what we want, so you definitely got to give credit to the team.
Chris, both CJ Perez and Junmar Fajardo had early foul trouble. How would you describe the effort of your team in terms of aggressiveness and speed that forced them to commit those fouls early on?
Yeah, I mean, that's not necessarily part of the game plan, but that's just that shows that we're being aggressive and we're actually trying to get to the rim and make things happen and making it a tight game and trying to make them play defense, honest defense. And I think getting them in early foul trouble definitely forced them to get into their bench. But I mean, you got to give a shout out to San Miguel bench because they had 47 bench points today. So their bench definitely showed up today for them. And you know, they're a tough team all the way through. Everybody knows their depth, but for us, you know, it helps that we have guys that are on our bench too that may not score, but they come in and do other things. So yeah, getting them in foul trouble, it's a plus for us, but I mean, that's not the end of the game right there. You still got to continue to play. You still got to continue to execute.
Thank you, Chris. Now you would like to open the floor to our friends from the media.
You made like a mental lapse in the final minute. How were you able to get yourself back together and keep your focus after that miscue?
It's about staying present, and you got to focus on the possession at hand. You know, I hate turning the ball over. I hate having those mental lapses and you know, those points in the games where I just lose focus or I just make the wrong decision. But you know, those are things that I could look at after the game, and I can't let that affect me on the next play. I can't let that affect, especially my team. They're counting on me to be, you know, strong for them and to be a leader for them. But again, like I mentioned earlier, my teammates had my back. Even though I did have that lapse, they encouraged me to just, you know, next play mentality. So again, it's just staying present on the current possession at hand.
I mean, he had one turnover before that, so that's 36 minutes. That's really high efficiency.
Coach, are you thinking that you should have been up 3-0 by now? Or did you use game 2 as motivation that to win and knowing you really can beat this team?
You know, things happen in game 2. Could have gone either way. We were up 4 with 22 seconds, but we need to clean things up. I noticed just because we were up by 4 as a coaching staff, we saw certain things that we needed to do. We took care of the ball today. You know, 10 turnovers, 22 assists, balls moving. We're confident in the guys. If they throw a zone, we're ready for it. If they run some man-to-man, we're also ready to do it. But you see clearly what this game's about, right? The slower it gets, you fall for San Miguel. The quicker it gets, it favors Meralco. So it's teams trying to pull back and forth on that pace, right? But in the end game, we have to be good at the half court, and you know that becomes a possession game. So we did good today, but still things to improve on.
Coach, this is the third time in the finals. You're up 2-1 in the final series. You mentioned you need to clean things up. Just mentioning that fact, Coach.
Yeah, well, led by our captain here, there's no celebration. I'm sure he's gonna talk to the guys, our coaching staff. Mag-uusap kami nun on Tuesday. We'll get them grounded. You know, we know these teams, they're very capable of coming back. We know they've been down, but to us, we can't celebrate. We know that. Can we play better? Yes. I'm sure he's gonna talk to his teammates to just focus on that next one. And 3 games in 5 days again. So, you know, we were used to it. We've got 1 day to rest. We come back on Tuesday. Tapos we get these guys ready.
Can you also react on that? This is the third time the finals. You're up 2-1 in the series. Just mentioning that fact.
Yeah, we've definitely been here before, but the results didn't pan out the way that we wanted it to. But for those guys that were with us during that 2-1 lead and we had that lapse, you know, those are the guys that are actually the most vocal in our locker room today. Those are the guys that have been through it. We've had our heartbreaks, and we're passing our knowledge down and the things that we felt that we could have done better during our 2-1 leads to you know, capitalize on the situation and turn it into a 3-1 lead. I mean, this is a series. You're going up against San Miguel, who's the best team of the decade, and you know they're playoff ready. You know, they've been through a lot of series, so it's going to be tough to go up 3-1 against them, especially after this win by us. They're going to be hungry. So again, that's going to be on the veterans in our locker room to come out to be vocal about it. But when it's all said and done, it's not about what you say, and it's about what you do. So we could say we can come out and have all this energy and do this and that, but what really matters is stepping out on that court come game 4 and getting the job done. So that's more of what I'm focused on.
Congratulations, Chris, this for you. You know, once again you played the hero's role for Meralco's victory. So your 5 crucial points really saved Meralco from impending defeat. So, are you really surprised to your performance tonight that you played the hero's role for San Miguel? How would you consider your play tonight? Is your game tonight really intended or designed for